doing? Unique Lamia here. I'm about to eat some breakfast. However, before we start, I need to fix my camera. My phone is charging. I only have 16%, so we're gonna make it work. Kind of crooked, but at least it's up, right? And my phone is charging. So I just have bread and cheese. I've really been liking bread and cheese with the bread my mom made. And then my mom bought like these packs of tangerines, oranges, I think. I really won't know till I open it. So I decided, let me just eat one. What did you guys eat for breakfast? And then I have lemonade in my cup. So I'm trying to peel this with my hand. How do you guys peel this? It's an orange. I thought it was a tangerine. Hey T-Dot, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. You're cooking breakfast for your mom? What are you making for breakfast? I'm eating breakfast right now. I thought this was a tangerine, but it's an orange. And then I have bread and cheese. My mom, she baked bread. So I also had sausage I could have made with it, but I've been really liking like her homemade bread with cheese. So that's what I'm just eating. Peeling this orange is really hard to do with your hands, guys. Wow. I need a knife too. I don't even have a knife to cut it. I'll do that after. But welcome to the live stream. I have bread and cheese, an orange that I thought was a tangerine, and then we got lemonade in my new heart-shaped cup that I got from Target. Like, this is a really cool cup, and it portions like how much you should drink. Yes, it's an orange. It's not a clementine. But I thought it was a tangerine, but it's not. So I have to peel up my hands, and then I have to wipe that down. Wipe down my desk when I'm done eating. I have to peel up my hands and get a knife to cut it. And then I have bread and cheese because I didn't really want sausage with it. I could have eaten it, but I just like my mom's homemade bread with cheese. It's like it doesn't need sausage to it. Just tastes good with bread and cheese when my mom makes it at home. But what did you guys eat for breakfast, or what are you planning on eating? T-Dot said I'm making sausage with pancake and fruits for their mom. That sounds like a full, nutritious breakfast. It's really good. Like, it's something about homemade bread and cheese. It just tastes so good. Oh, your mom makes bread too? What type of bread? Like, does she make whole wheat, white bread, gluten-free, sourdough? Oh, you're on keto. So what do you eat for breakfast when you're on keto? Hey, Hero. How are you doing? Welcome everybody to the live stream. Unique Lamia here. I'm eating breakfast. I have some homemade bread and cheese that my mom made. It tastes really good. It looks basic, but trust me, homemade bread and cheese is just so good. And then I have this orange. I thought it was a tangerine, but so I'm gonna peel up my hands when I'm done eating this, and then I have to get a knife to like cut it and eat it. My mom, she bought a whole pack of oranges for me. I don't even like oranges, but I don't want it to spoil. Oh, your mom makes whole wheat bread? Okay, whole wheat bread is really good, especially when it's homemade. I feel like store-bought bread and homemade bread is just completely different because I'm not going to buy whole wheat bread at the store because I just know it's not going to taste good. But if my mom were to make whole wheat bread at home, it tastes really good. Wow. Okay, you had a very good breakfast, Anthony. You had a very nutritious breakfast. You had eggs and steak. Yeah, stacked. What did you eat for breakfast? Hey, welcome. Welcome back, the king. I'm doing good. How are you doing this morning or afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from? And then this is just lemonade. No, it really is fluffy, yeah. It's flaky because like when you bite into it, it's good. I will say, homemade bread is really good, like, even after the first day, but nothing beats, like, as soon as it comes out the oven. Like, as soon as that bread come out the oven, that's the best homemade bread it's ever going to be, honestly. Because it's good. Like, it's been a few days, so it's still good, obviously. However, when it comes out the oven, it's piping hot. It's just so much better. Like, that's when you really have to eat homemade bread. When it's nice and fresh and it just came out the oven. Oh, wow. It's already nighttime for you, the king? What did you do today, then, in your country? How was your day? And welcome to the live stream. Welcome if you are a returning subscriber. I'm seeing some familiar names. I'm seeing some new names. Welcome if you're a new person. Please remember to like the video, consider subscribing to the channel. I try to go live daily to every other day, and I do live such as this. Like, I do Eat With Me's, I post technology videos, sometimes I go live when I'm doing my schoolwork, so I try to do a variety of different stuff. If I have to guess, since you said it's already nighttime for you, I would say maybe somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Asia is the country you're from. I don't know, Harvey. Or maybe the Middle East. I don't know what time it is in the Middle East. I just know Europe is 5 hours ahead of us. Specifically Paris and the UK is 5 hours ahead of us. Korea, I know some places in China it could be into tomorrow already. Like, their time is really, really ahead of us in China. Like, they're already into tomorrow if I were to check, probably, or very close to it. Hey, welcome. Yes, I remember you. How are you doing today? Welcome back. See, how are you doing? Glad you could tune in. I'm eating breakfast right now. Homemade bread and cheese. It's very flaky. Somebody called it fluffy, and it is fluffy, but it's definitely flaky as well. Yeah, I remember you. What did you eat for breakfast? Oh, yeah. From Brazil, yeah. I remember your username, but... So what's the weather like in Brazil right now? I would hope it's hot. I feel like it's in South America, so, like... I think it's hot all the time in Brazil. Which is nice. Like, I have to fold it because it's just breaking up. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Unique Lamia here. I have some homemade bread and cheese. It's really good. What do you mean by that, Anthony? 10 out of 10. Well, I'm sorry that you can't understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I only speak and I only understand English. However, it looks like you either have like a really good translator, or like if you're learning English for the first time, you're doing really good because I'm understanding your words. So maybe like we could probably learn languages from each other, because like I do want to learn a second language, like, but I'm not actively doing it. So maybe like we can try to learn our languages. Anthony said Brazilian people they speak Portuguese, not Spanish. Oh. Oopsie. Well, I would love to learn Spanish anyway. So maybe we can learn from each other. Wow, I didn't. Okay. South America, I feel like my mom, she's from South America, but I'm like, I don't want to say Guyana got the bad end of the stick, but they got the bad end of the stick because they're the only country in South America where their official language is English. At least in schools, it's just my opinion, because like all the other surrounding countries, because Brazil's right next to Guyana, they have, I don't even know the other countries they have in South America really, apart from Brazil, but I know they have a lot. They have a lot. So I'm like, I was telling my mom this last time we were in Guyana too. I'm like, the education system, low key, or maybe high key, it really does a disservice to the Guyanese people, because if you have all these countries right next to Guyana where the official language isn't English, why aren't you teaching the children these other languages? Like European schools, their students, they're learning English, they're learning French, they're learning Italian. They have to choose a language to learn. And I like watch a video on it. So I don't know if the video is valid, but like it was a video doing it in depth. Why does this look like a grapefruit? My mom better have not gotten me a grapefruit. I'm not eating a grapefruit. This looks like a grapefruit. But yeah, in Europe, those students have to choose like a language to learn outside of English. So I'm like, Guyana, somebody from the education system in Guyana is watching this. Please teach the children, incorporate it into your education system, how to speak Portuguese, how to speak Spanish, because you're the only English speaking country in South America. It's like they don't want their people to be well traveled within South America within itself. Because why would somebody in Guyana want to go to Brazil if they know the official language isn't English? Nobody's going to understand them. So that's a really disservice that they're doing to people down there. Because like when I told my mom that, I'm like, how come you don't know another language? You're in South America. All the other countries around you don't speak English. You should know another language outside of English. And by default, I should know another language outside of English. But we don't. We don't. Let's taste this anyway. Okay, it's not a grapefruit. It just looks like grapefruit. Because I do not like grapefruits. Oh, you're Dominican, Anthony? Cool. Ooh, what just happened? I don't know what happened. Did a grapefruit... Stuff is jumping at me. I don't know. C said, dude, I have a slight impression that you're cursing me. Cursing you, I don't know voodoo. Technically, the correct term would be Vodun. Voodoo is the term that originated in New Orleans during era of slavery. White individuals, they wanted to, like, discredit the African because voodoo Vodun is a mixture of different religions. It comes from African, Caribbean. It's a mix, and African individuals who wanted to essentially create their own religion, you can say, which is not always good, but like they wanted to do it anyway. So the correct term is Vodun, but slave masters during that era wanted to discredit the religion, so they termed it voodoo. And even in modern day, like, TV shows, there's still, like, a stigma / stereotype around it, because anytime it's portrayed in those shows, it's portrayed as bad. Fun fact for you. I wrote an essay about it, that's why. I know that. Yeah, Haitians as well. It also originates from them. Yeah, Vodun is a mixture. It comes from Haitian culture, African Americans who were enslaved, Caribbean individuals. It's a mixture of, like, all their beliefs. They mixed it into Vodun, formerly known as voodoo. But yeah. What's my favorite fruits? My favorite fruits are, it's actually the correct term, though the official term is Spanish limes. No, Spanish grapes, I think. But it's known as guineps. And it's, like, round. It's green. It's in a shell. You bite into it. Really, really good. DH support, you said University Guyana. Yeah, but like, that was weird. Not University Guyana, but like it should be taught in primary schools, because not all the people in Guyana are going to university. So most people, I mean, not everyone down there is going to like school too, but like most people are sending their kids to like primary school, educational. So yeah, they should teach them. They should implement. Oh, you said uniquely Guyana. Sorry. I don't know why I saw university. Uniquely Guyana. What about uniquely Guyana? Oh, you're saying because they only speak English? I'm like, yeah, that's what makes Guyana unique, which I understand. However, it is still my opinion. It's just my opinion. It is a disservice to the people because, like, in America, they're not gonna, like, all the surrounding states, the official language is English. So it really doesn't make sense for them to implement. Like, it would make sense, but, like, in a context, it doesn't make sense for them to implement, oh, you're gonna learn Spanish or Chinese because the surrounding states, the official language is English. So, like, use Europe for an example. In Europe, students in the United Kingdom, the official language is English in the United Kingdom. But the students, some of the students, they're learning French, they're learning Italian. They could choose a language. Why? Because the surrounding countries, the official language isn't English. So I'm saying Guyana, yes, it's unique because their official language is English in a South American country. However, the surrounding countries, the official language isn't English. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like a disservice to the people because it's like they're putting a stigma on them. You're not going to be well traveled in South America. Why? Because I'm not going to a place where I don't speak English. Like me, I don't care. I went to Paris. You know why? Because it was an all expense paid trip and I always wanted to go to Paris, even though I don't know French. So I didn't care because, like, yeah, but like, if people are spending their hard earned money sometimes to travel somewhere, I'm not going to travel somewhere where I don't know the official language. Even though I did do it, but like, still. C said, hi, sorry if I said something meaningless. No, you didn't say nothing meaningless. Anything, guys, you can't say something meaningless, okay? Don't ever think that whatever, like, you can say something that's, like, out of context, or, like, you can say something in the wrong situation, or, like, you can ask an annoying question sometimes, but not to me. I'm just using an example. I've been places where people ask annoying questions. I'm like, why would you ask that question? He just said that. But, like, for the most part, whatever you say isn't meaningless, okay? Hey, Zero. Hi, R. Welcome. How are you all doing? You're hungry? Okay, here. Take some oranges. This is an orange for you guys. Puerto Ricans call it kepta. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, oranges isn't really my favorite either, but my mom bought a whole pack and she just left them here, so I don't want it to spoil. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Your native language is Arabic? That's really cool. Yeah, it's called Guineps. Yeah, like I feel like most Caribbean places called Guineps, but when I'm writing a book, so when I googled Guineps to describe my favorite fruit, that wasn't coming up. So it's not like I guess according to Western culture, that's not the official name of Guineps, even though that's what we know it by. So I googled Spanish lime one time. I don't know how I even found the word Spanish lime, but I googled it and it showed me an exact. I think it's Spanish lime or Spanish grapes. I googled and it showed me an exact image of Guineps. Oh, yeah. This thing is weird. Oh, yeah. I remember you did say you're from Morocco. So awesome. What time is it in Morocco? That's cool. Being a Muslim state. I mean, yeah. Go to a country, just appreciate their culture. I just know when I finally do make it to Morocco, not anytime soon, because like I said, Morocco's expensive. I was saying on live yesterday, my sister and my mom, they were like, I was home during the break, and I heard them talking like, I want to go to Morocco. When I had to turn my head and look at them and be like, we can't afford Morocco yet. You don't want to go there yet. They had to tone it down a little bit. So yeah, we'll make it there one day. But yeah, certain countries you go to, you do have to abide by their culture because like my mom really wants to go to Dubai. So like I'm like, okay, if she wants to go, that means I'm gonna go too. So yeah. So I'm like, okay, when we go there, we gotta dress like conservative. Like obviously you don't have to dress conservative. Like, and when I say conservative, I don't mean like boring outfits, but you gotta dress appropriate because it is a predominantly Muslim country. You just want to be respectful of like different cultures you go to. It's like when I go to Guyana, if I know that like I'm going into the library, or if my mom needs to go to like into a government building in that country, I have to walk, no matter how hot it is, I have to walk with like a shirt that covers my shoulders at least to here. It has to cover my shoulders. I gotta walk with a skirt or a pair of linen pants that covers my knees, because they're not letting you in with shorts, or like if you're showing your arms, they're not letting you in like that. So yeah, you just gotta be respectful of like places that you go, honestly. So I think that this is a great thing, social media too, because like we're learning about cultures and we're getting that cross-cultural awareness, because sometimes I'll be on TikTok and I'll run into the most random stories on TikTok, because people are like, oh, I went to this country and like they're like, I was treated this way, or I got arrested because I did this. And when you look at what they did, you can tell they didn't research the country they were going to before, because they went, and it's particularly Americans, and I'm American, I can say this, but like I feel like most of the time, not all people, not all Americans, because I try not to do it myself, but we go to places with our American perspective. And it's really hard to not do that, because I still do it sometimes when I go places, but most of the time we go into like other countries, other nations with our American point of view. And yes, we can do that, but we can't go in with our American expectations on how things are done, if that makes sense. It's like what they said, tipping culture. They said tipping culture is a predominantly American practice. And then like when we go abroad, sometimes, yeah, you can leave tips, but like it's not really accepted there. So that's the great thing about social media. We're able to gain like that cross-cultural awareness about other nations and like other people's practices, which is really cool. That orange wasn't too bad, but I don't want any more. You can't curse in public either. I don't have to worry about that. I don't curse, period, so I'm good. Anthony said I was in Iraq a while. Did they have a war there? Well, at least you stayed safe during the war that they had. I don't think I was alive. No, I was alive during that war. I was a baby, probably. I don't know. Alrighty. I gotta wash my hands, guys. I've been using plastic plates and it's been producing a lot of garbage, so I might have to revert back to using like my regular real plates that I gotta wash again. Alright guys, breakfast is over with. So what did you guys eat? I know some people had some sausage, some people that's all I remember. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Do you guys have like any other comments, questions, anything you want to talk about right now? I am on a little break. I guess I could type. Let me see. See my computer, what I got on here. Look me up. You want me to search your name on Google? What? T-Dot said I finished making breakfast. All right, how's your breakfast, T-Dot? Let me see. Grapes. Oh, and YouTube? Okay. I'll look you up on YouTube. Yeah, it's Spanish lime. So, look, this is my favorite fruit. Guineps, formerly known as Spanish limes, according to Google. This is so delicious. 100% good. That's like the best fruit, guys. Oh, you say breakfast is good? Okay, what's your YouTube username? Yeah, like, guys, I'll subscribe to you. You subscribe to me. We can all grow our following. Wow, that's so cool. Your grandfather has a Guinea tree. I asked my mom, can we plant, like, a Guinea tree in South America? She's like, it's too big and it brings snakes. But, like, that's so awesome having a Guinea tree. Like, I would be so happy with a Guinea tree. I will admit, though, when I was in South America, I was eating Guineas, and my mom told me that if I throw it in the ground, it'll grow. You know what I did? I threw it in the ground to grow it anyway. But then she's going to fill it up with cement, so it's going to kill the tree. 2 accounts came up for you, Anthony. Which account are you? I'll subscribe to you since I know you're subscribed to me, and if anybody wants me to subscribe to them, make sure you subscribe. Which account are you? Or do you just have 2 YouTube accounts? First one or second one? Or is that just not your account? Oh, the top one? Okay. All right, so you should have gotten a new subscriber. So, yeah. If you guys want me to subscribe to you, drop the username. Make sure you're subscribed to me, and I'll subscribe to you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the content. I mean, I feel like you are since you guys are returning, so I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you so much for your support. And if you are a new viewer here, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel. I tend to make fashion videos, eat with me, travel videos, grad school videos. I'm essentially showing you guys my life on social media, and I would greatly appreciate it if you can join me on social media journey, guys. And then, like, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to let me know. Oh, people be stealing it, the Guinness thing. Oh, yeah. No, I would imagine, like, I want to steal it, but, like, if you're walking in the Caribbean, as my mom says, she's like, when people grow stuff, it's just free range for all. Like, especially if it's just hanging over the fence and you can reach it, just pick it and you get free breakfast. But I've never seen a Guinea tree, I don't think. How big is a Guinea tree? That's not that big. She said it's big. That's not that big. Let me see. Let me see an image of it. Oh, wait. Never mind. It is big. Oops. That is a big tree. Nope. That tree is huge. Oh, your grandfather has a farm of cacao. Cacao. That's chocolate, right? Right? Or am I wrong? Am I right or is that wrong? Is cacao tree chocolate? Does anybody know? Hey, Tamir69, Carmine69. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Glad you can tune into the YouTube live video. Unique Lamia here. So I just finished eating breakfast. Is chocolate? Okay, nice. See, I know a little bit about trees and, like, where stuff come from regarding nature. Who said I didn't know? Like, I know. Like, come on. I think one time I ate. I don't know. My memory, I don't have, like, I can't really remember that much stuff when I was little. I remember one time I think I ate, like, a cacao thing, but then I didn't. I just remember one time I was in a mountain. Like, in Grenada, we were like, walking up a mountain. And I remember, like, we were hungry, and then, like, I think a soursop was picked, and I ate it. They told me it was chocolate, but then my mom's like, it's not chocolate, so I don't know. Don't hike a mountain when it's raining, guys. Do not do that, please. I was sitting on somebody's shoulders, and it was muddy, and I fell down, and they did not, and it's like we were hiking up a mountain. The path was so thin, and they didn't have any railings. So you could have literally gone over. And the person who was carrying me fell down with me on their shoulder. That was so scary. Don't hike when it's raining, guys. It's not a smart idea at all. Things that make chocolate. Okay. He's saying what? Yeah, cacao, right? Am I saying cacao wrong? Let me get Siri to say it.
Cacao.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wrong. It's my... What? C-A-C-O. Cocoa? That's not...
Caco.
Caco? What is caco? Is it my accent? It's probably my accent. CACO stands for the Quality Assistance Call Officer. It's my accent for you guys, I think. Maybe. Hey, cats and Pokemon. How are you doing today? How are you doing today, cats and Pokemon? Glad you could tune in. Do you like cats and do you like Pokemon? That's what I'm getting from the channel name that you have. Oh, they're spelling it wrong, Anthony. Yeah, I'll work on this essay later on. I was gonna work on it now, but I'm not doing that now. Yeah, let me close. I can't close my computer. It's holding my phone up. Alrighty, guys. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? You've never actually watched the episode. So what, you just like the name Pokemon? No, I get that, honestly. Like, you see some names and they're, like, really cool names. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. Yeah. The US of A people. Where are you from, Anthony? Did you tell me? And cats and Pokemon, everyone, if you could just spam the comments, you could tell us, like, where you're tuning in from. What's with that emoji? Where are you getting these emojis from? They're kind of cool, to be honest. Oh, yeah, the Bronx, you did tell me, sorry. No, we talk about so much stuff. But I'll try to remember that. Okay, the Bronx, you did tell me that. What's it like being from the Bronx? Is it cold? Oh, but you live in Florida now? Okay, so it's warm. So, yeah, you're getting... Is it warm in Florida right now? I feel like there's just... Wait, no. The king of weather... Lucas, they gave us that weather storm. They said there's like a winter weather, a cold weather advisory in Florida or Orlando right now. So yeah, it's cold. It's cold. Okay. Well, stay warm out there in Orlando. We don't want nobody freezing. I do have to go outside later on, but like if somebody calls me, I have to go out. So far, it's been pretty quiet, which I'm grateful for. So yeah, very good. Very good. So guys, I think I'm gonna log off of this live. The purpose really was to just eat some food and like answer any questions that you guys may have. Oh, what if comments come in, I'll say. Yeah, America is big. Yeah, I saw a TikTok video. They were like, because you know like how people in Europe always be like, oh, Americans aren't well traveled. But then somebody actually mapped it. They said America, like at least one state in America is probably bigger than like 2 to 3 countries in Europe. So yeah, America is really big. Cats and Pokemon said, I literally made this channel name when I was 13 and trying to win an iPhone YouTube giveaway. I thought he'd pick me, but I saw a video of his cat and video of Pokemon. You know what? That was a really good strategy that you use, Cats and Pokemon. That was a really good strategy. You're like, okay, you know what? You're doing this giveaway. I know that you like cats. I know that you like Pokemon. So I'm gonna make my YouTube name that, and hopefully I win. Unfortunately, it's sad that you didn't win though. But if you subscribe to my channel, I do giveaways. Recently 2 people won a giveaway on my channel, so my mom will be sending you guys the books on Tuesday. When she sends it, I'll post a message and be like, hey, the giveaway items has been sent. So if you want a chance at winning a giveaway on Unique Lumia channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Oh, you just go to like your settings and you could change it. I could do a video for you guys. I'll do that, the YouTube short style, if that'll help, because it's like, it's not too bad. It's not too hard to do it, but like it's a process. So I'll screen record a video on how to do it for you so you can change your username. I'm not from the Midwest. What did I just say that? That's so weird. I'm not from the Midwest. Are you asking what state I'm from? I'm from New York. Yeah, but I probably don't sound like I'm from New York because I was fortunate enough to live different places when I was growing up. So I didn't really stay in a public school long enough or around people from New York long enough to develop that accent. If you want to see what life was like living on the beautiful island of Grenada, check out my book. I'm an author. The Adventures of Unique Lumia from the USA to the Caribbean West Indies, which is now available to be purchased on Amazon. It describes my childhood experience living and attending school on the island of Grenada, guys. The link to this book is on my bio. So go to my YouTube homepage, go to the homepage, click on links, and you will see a link to Amazon and purchase my book, okay? And I feel like if you just want to see what life is like on a Caribbean island from the perspective of an American, if you want to plan your next Caribbean vacation, I feel like this book is it's a short story. If you want to see childhood pictures of me, because I did include real pictures, I wanted to make it as personal as possible. So like when viewers are reading it, they're getting a view into Unique Lumia's life, essentially. And this is definitely the first book. A second one is coming soon. Second one will be about Grenada. So it's a very short read. I wanted to make it accessible to all ages. I know some people are not avid readers, so you can definitely sit down, read this book in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on how fast of a reader you are. So yeah. Yes, I am an author. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing, Cats and Pokemon. Yeah, I'll be sure to make that video for you, showing you how to post, change your username. Anthony said, I've lived in DR, assuming Dominican Republic, right, for 2 months every year for 16 years. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really, really cool because, yeah, you get in the nice hot weather. Does Dominican Republic have a beach? I've never been there, so I don't know, but I think they do, so that's really cool. Thank you so much for subscribing. 23762. One love from Michigan. Thank you so much. Do I drink raw milk? Ew. No. No, I do not like milk. The only milk I like is chocolate milk, and I had to stop drinking that because I realized, like, my freshman year, I would drink like chocolate milk a lot, and then I actually sat down and read the bottle, and it's like every time you drink a bottle, you're getting like 20 grams of protein. Protein makes you gain weight. Like, it's good for you, but like too much makes you gain weight. And I'm like, I have to stop doing that. So now I stay away. Yeah, it's really cool. Cat that they stay in Dominican Republic for like 2 months out of the year. Oh, the Dominican Republic is an island? Oh, okay, cool. No, I don't have family in the Dominican Republic. Anthony said, my grandfather has an outhouse, no running water, no electricity. You're better than me, Anthony. I would never visit my grandparents if that's how their house was. Wow. I mean, I would visit. I would never spend the night. But you are good. Wow. So you're really getting that, like, true Dominican Republic vintage experience, you can say. So very cool, very cool. No electricity. Wow. No, I mean, I get the running water. Wait, no, I don't know. Yeah, that's a really unique experience. Hey, if you ever start posting content on your YouTube channel, Anthony, what life is like in the Dominican Republic, I will watch your videos because that is something. Tarantulas are, no, yeah, they are. Like, I've never seen a tarantula, like, in Guyana, but, like, they have those lizards, especially in the Caribbean islands. Those lizards be so huge. They're so scary. And then they have some big old rats. It'd be so scary, man. Mosquitoes. The net works, really, but I don't, like, the net works, but honestly, I feel like it's the cold air that works too, like the AC. Because, like, my mom, we have a net in Guyana, like a netting, but, like, it doesn't, but, like, our room also has AC. And, like, when we sleep, we have the AC on. So I really think it's the cold air that kills the mosquitoes rather than the net. And I don't think the net works. I think it's the AC that kills them. Cats and Pokemon said, I've been watching African village videos and they're definitely interesting to get views. Yeah, no, that's one thing I realized. Like, my grandma, she loves those videos because you know what? And I get the appeal to it. Like, sometimes the videos are just really long and they're literally not really talking to the camera. They're just like showing you the scenery. I get it because it's a different way of life and you're curious. We're curious to know what life is like in these remote African villages. So, like, I get that. I really get how they're interested. Wow, no windows, no door. That's so scary. That's really scary. I cannot do that. Shout out to you guys. Shout out Anthony. Shout out cats and Pokemon. Shout out to all you because that is something to live. Shout out to your grandfather to live there with like no electricity, no no doors. I do remember one time when I was younger. Then again, my mom said I'd be making stuff up in my head sometimes, but like I remember one time I went to somebody's house and like I had to use the bathroom and they were like, there's an outhouse. I didn't use the bathroom. I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't do it. So yeah, shout out to you guys who goes through that. I mean, I feel like it's a very sustainable way of life because like that means you're not really accumulating a lot of waste. You're using what you acquire is literally only what you use. So yeah, it's really cool. I mean, like for me, it's just really different. Like I've never experienced that, but like yeah, it sounds like it's very sustainable and it's very like good for the environment, that way of life. Like, I'm all for modernization. I love modernization. Thank you for making modernization. However, with modernization came with too much stuff on the planet. And when I say stuff, I just mean like we have too much stuff. Like, we have too much clothes. Like, I love my clothes. Don't touch my clothes. But we have a whole bunch of clothes. We have like a lot of technology. We just got a lot of stuff, guys. So it's not good for the environment, not good for global warming, not good for the planet Earth. But we can't change it. What can we do? Cats and Pokemon said it's interesting how there's in certain conditions, but still do social media. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's their normal way of life. Because like, we have to look at it in terms of how an advancement evolves or how money is being allocated and what the people want. So when I say that, like you said, cats and Pokemon. So yeah, it's very interesting how somebody can be living in a house and they don't have an indoor bathroom. They do not have access to AC. They don't have doors. They don't have like glass windows. However, like you said, they have access to social media. They have access the means to go out to restaurants and do stuff that us as a Western culture we're used to doing. I think it really relates back to what's important, what's a priority in that person's life, what's important to them, and what the economics, like socioeconomic status is in that country. And when I say that, I'm like saying stuff like, let's say like, and I think it relates back to saying like sometimes sometimes they say, hey, I don't have money. I don't have money for this. However, they have money to do what they want to do or buy what they want to do because that's important to them. So people, you always have money is like, what do you have? What do you have it to do what you want to do in a way? So for those people, cats and mouse, maybe it's not important to them. Maybe it's not a priority. They've been living like that all their life in that like house environment. So it's not important to them to like develop it or advance it, because maybe they don't know about that or they just don't care. But it's important for them to have access to social media, so they pay that phone bill. They invest in a really good phone where they're able to see social media on a big screen and get internet, and they save their money so they can go out to restaurants. So yeah, I really think it just depends on, like, one, what's important to that person, and two, what the socioeconomic status is in that country. Because yeah, if there's a high socioeconomic status for most people, and if it's important to the government, they would invest in the community, invest in the country, and build better houses for people that has indoor bathrooms and things like that. But if that's not important to the country, or if they don't have enough income to do that for all people, they're not going to do it. So yeah, it just relates back to what's important to people, honestly, I feel like. Anthony said, my grandma used to kill the chickens in front of us. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's scary that they did it in front of you, but, like, that's the freshest meat, right? You just know it came out straight from the farm. It's nice. You could clean it up. Nice and fresh chickens. But it's really sad. So sorry if vegans are watching this. So sorry. Yeah, hopefully you're not triggered. Anthony said they had a fridge, but they only connect it to a battery when they bought meat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe they just wanted to use the fridge to keep the meat fresh. So they made sure to allocate a certain amount of money to keep the fridge, to make sure the fridge can be on when they get that fresh meat. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're used to doing something so many times, like, let's say you're used to going to a well and getting water, and suddenly somebody in a truck comes and say, hey, you don't have to go to the well anymore. Just pay me $500 and I can actively bring you water, make water available to your house. One, if the person doesn't have money to do that, to pay that man, they're going to continue going to the well. Or two, if that person is just used to going to the well, even if they have the money and they're just used to going to the well, they're not going to pay that man the $500 to get the money if there's not a priority to them. So it's all about perspective, honestly, in my opinion. Cats and Pokemon said, I looked up the Nigerian conversion rate. The value of money is crazy. One video, she was mentioning tomatoes being expensive. No, exactly. It's like when I will admit South America's Guyana is kind of getting expensive now. But, like, I will admit, like, okay, so, like, my mom and I, anytime we go to Guyana, just like us, we're taking the bus. It's like $200 for the bus. $200, I think my mom said, I could be incorrect, but 200 Guyana dollars, she said, is like $1 US or 50 cents US. So to us, that's cheap, which is why we're taking the bus. To us, it's cheap, like 50 cents US to take the bus. So we're taking the bus. However, to the Guyanese people, that's a lot of money sometimes for transportation for them. It's like, and I feel like the longer you, even like a taxi, let's say we're going from our house to, like, let's say the movie theater, it could be like $500. And $500, I think that's, let me see. 500. She said divided by 200 for the US conversion. So 500 Guyana dollars is $2.50 US. And that's cheap. But I realized something about myself. The longer, because over the summer I stayed in Guyana for like 3 to 4 weeks. And when I was there, like in the beginning, I'm like, 50 cents is cheap. $500 is cheap. Let's do this. Let's take the taxi. Let's take the bus. However, the longer I stayed there, anytime a taxi was like $500, $700, $1,000, which is probably like $5, I'm like, that's expensive. Why are we paying that much? When in actuality, it wasn't expensive. But from my American lands, paying $500, $700, $1,000 for a taxi to get to our location wasn't expensive with my American dollar. However, the longer I stayed there, I don't know if I was starting to semi-adopt, like, I don't know, like, get to know how much stuff is worth, and I realized I was being overcharged, or like getting to adopt like the Guyanese mindset of money or whatever. I don't know, but I started to realize that's kind of expensive. I don't want to take the taxi for $500, even though it's $2.50. Let me take the bus for $200. That's only 50 cents, if that makes sense. So it just really depends on, like, where you are and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why social media is good. We're able to have these discussions and, like, further our knowledge. And it's like in America. Like, when you go to New York, buses are $2.75. I don't want to pay $2.75. That's $2.90. That's expensive to me to pay $2.90 in New York City to go on the bus or to go on the train. However, when I get to Guyana and I have to pay $2.50 for a taxi. In the beginning, that's cheap, but the longer you stay there, it gets expensive. So it's all about perspective, where you are and how much your money is worth there, I realize. So yeah. Cat and Pokemon said, okay, I read that. Yeah, the conversion rate is definitely crazy. Like, that's why anytime I'm in Guyana, I do not do my hair. My mom in America, she's the only person who braids my hair. When I go to Guyana, she's like, you go get your hair at the hairdresser. I'm like, I want to go and get my hair done at the hairdresser. You don't have to do my hair here, Mom. Let me go to the hairdresser and I'm gonna get my hair done. You know how much I pay? The most I'll pay is like $50 US. Sometimes they'll overcharge me and charge $60 US, but you know what? It's still cheaper than like the $200, $300 that people in America is gonna charge me. So yeah, perspective is definitely everything in the world, guys. Yup. So that was our educational discussion today, speaking about perspective and conversion rate. Yeah, every time we're on live, we always, at least that's something, if you guys are a consistent viewer on this live channel, specifically YouTube Lives, we tend to get into like various discussions. It's just because you guys definitely bring up some awesome topics, and then either like it'll spark something in my head where I can expand on it and create this real world examples. But you know what? That is how cross-cultural experiences are gained. And I feel like that's like a foundation that we can like start to expand on my channel. Like speaking about topics where we're furthering our cross-cultural knowledge about other cultures and other people and way of lives in different countries and islands in the world, which is really awesome, guys. So yeah. So do we have like any final comments or questions or concerns for us? If not, I think I'm gonna log off. I'm not sure if I'll log in throughout the day. Depending on what I eat, I may log back in. I'll probably log in for lunch or dinner. I do not feel hungry for lunch, so maybe I'll log in for dinner. So make sure you are subscribed and make sure your post notifications are on, because if your post notifications are not on, you will not get notified when I go live for videos, guys. And I want to see you guys in YouTube live videos. But as always, like if you are busy out in the real world, not in social media, watching Uniquely Me and engaging with me, you can always like rewatch the YouTube live videos. They're always going to be recorded for you guys. And I also do drop like full-length traditional YouTube videos. So like when I log off of this live, if you want to see more of Uniquely Mia, aka me, I speak about myself in third person when I'm on live. It's just what I do, guys. Check out some of my full-length traditional YouTube videos. I have travel videos. If you, and like Cats and Pokemon, it seems like you're really into like learning about way of lives and other cultures. I definitely recommend that you watch some of my Guyana videos, because it kind of expands on like what I was just speaking about, like the conversion rate and what life looks like. Like if you're in America, if you're in Europe, even Asia, I feel like depending on what country you're in Asia, Guyana is going to look very different from anything that you ever seen before. So definitely check out those videos. I recommend all of you guys to watch that. And you can find it by going to the playlist section. Like go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and just watch the Guyana playlist. I also have grad school content posted, fashion videos, UME technology videos. I got a lot, guys, so definitely check them out. Hey, Bobby, glad you can tune in. Yeah, I'm really glad that you subscribed as well. Thank you for subscribing, and welcome to the Uniquely Mia family. On this channel, you are welcome for your uniqueness. All opinions, ideas, peoples, religions are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other respectfully, guys. And yeah, I mean, feel free to talk about anything. Like, drop a comment about anything, and like, if I'm comfortable speaking about it, I feel like it's appropriate, or mostly if I'm just comfortable speaking about it, I'll most likely speak about it with you guys. So yeah, Bobby said, I've been doing okay before you ask. I see you are well, which is nice to know. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing okay, and yeah, I'm doing well as well, so I'm glad. Yeah, so thank you so much for stopping in, Bobby. Yeah, this live, I mostly ate breakfast. I just had like a discussion with you guys like I always do, which I really enjoy. So thank you again for subscribing. Welcome back to the, thank you for your continued support. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome to the channel. If you are a new Uniquely Mia subscriber, and I'll be back with more full-length, I can't talk. I'll be back with more YouTube live videos very soon. In the meantime, check out some of my YouTube live videos recordings, or watch some of my YouTube shorts, or watch some of my full-length traditional YouTube videos, and make sure your post notifications are on, guys. To make sure your post notifications are on, go to my YouTube homepage. You're gonna see a bell icon, and click on that bell and make sure you click all. Okay, if you don't click all, you're not going to get notified about anytime I go live or anytime I drop a video, and you don't want to miss out, okay? So have a great day, Captain Mouse. Have a great day, Bobby. Have a great day, Anthony. Have a great day, everyone on the live. Sending hearts to all the subscribers. Sending stars to people who are watching but hasn't hit that subscribe button. If you want this star to turn into a heart, you got to subscribe. See you soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Go watch my full nutrition.